YouTube channel. You want that highfalutin fancy late model stuff? Well, you're on the wrong side of the track. We're just a poor street stock guy in this town. We're just trying to get by, build us a car that we can go race with. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're first time, please hit the like, subscribe button down below. Ring the little bell, it's somewhere down here. Don't know where it's at, but we'll find it somewhere. But please like and subscribe. My ultimate goal is to help out the low budget guy that don't have the money to buy the brand new latest and greatest of the shocks and tires and engines and cars and all this other stuff. I'm very low budget myself. I use what I got laying around and what I can hustle around for. And that's what we've basically been doing with this car since we've gotten it. You can go back and check some of our other videos on this car. We've actually had it to the track but never got to race it because I ran into issues. But we got plenty of videos of working on this car, trying to get it ready for the 2021 season, which went. So what are we doing? Well, my ultimate goal was to come out and get the engine out of the car. But it is raining outside, and if you can see here, there's not a lot of room on the front of my car and the doors here to move around, and I really don't want to be standing out in the rain with it being cool out. And so one of the first things I want to do is we had a bar that was in here on the front of the car. It went from here up to here. We ended up cutting that bar out for one big reason. It has a big hole in it. I'm assuming they used it for a shock mount and ripped it out one night and just left the bar in there. So I went ahead and cut it out. I got another bar or piece of tubing laying around that will work in there. We're going to cut it, clean up the area, weld it on. One thing I don't have is a lot of fancy tools. I got the basics. I got your power tools, your power impacts, and I got torches, and I got a welder, and you know, all that typical stuff that, you know, a lot of shops have. One thing I wish I had was a notcher. But what I do have this fancy table grinder that I picked up pretty cheap. And you can use a handheld angle grinder or whatever. If I'm going to use this to notch my bar out that I'm going to use on the frame there, because that's how the poor guys do it. We got it notched out. Pretty much the goal is to take a grinder and go through and get in here a little closer, get you a little U shape going on both sides of the pipe. This here is actually cut out that way, but your ultimate goal is to be able to get it in place here. And this is just kind of a rough mock-up, but you want to get it, you can kind of see it kind of hugs the bar that it goes into, and that's the purpose of the notch, and it helps give it a little bit of a stronger weld. We still got to go through, we got to clean up. We're going to weld that down here, and I got a pad for a grinder that actually clean the rust and grime or anything else that's on this bar. It'll take it off. So we're going to go through, clean this up, get everything ready to go, and we'll put some welds on. All I'm using on my angle grinder is an abrasive wheel that is specifically for cleaning paint and rust off of metal. You can pick it up at, you can get something similar about any welding store, Rural King, Tractor Supply, about any place that sells, you know, grinding wheels. So had this be, if this was part of the main structure of the roll cage, as far as safety feature, I would use a brand new piece of tubing. I'd probably restructure that whole bar just for this one piece. But
2,000 years later.
We're out doing something a little different. It's CJ's first time. We're at Clark's Auto Salvage in Park Hills, Missouri, between Park Hills and Farmington. He's out here taking a gander, something different to do. CJ's obsessed with the ladybug. You know what they say, the bug gets the ladies. Little twin stick. I wonder what a car story is, and we come across this HHR here panel. Got the custom painted steel wheels. The best thing I see is looks like they did some home body work. Looks like used a claw hammer or something to try to straighten those dents. Looks like they got the hatch off of an SS. Back bumper looks SS too. Oh, 5.3. Maybe one of these days the racing world will step up and we'll be able to run fuel injection. Be able to run one of these bad boys. They're using them all over for anything else. They're cheap, easy, efficient. It'd be kind of neat to switch over and be able to use something like that in the racing world, especially dirt track. For an affordable type class, you can run a junkyard, pick it up, run a computer, hook the ECM up. Be somewhat affordable. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Let's say that was a girl's car. $69.95. This bad boy right here could be. You got mint condition paint, custom wheels accessible. Perfect. That's what happens when they come to a scrapyard. People take them.
I think I found the hood to this one. That's my hood. Oh, it has PV. It's been juking out.
This guy here has a nice interior at one point. No rips in the back. Carpet's nice and clean. Seats must have been good or else they'd be in here too.
What?
Focus! Found an old Camaro wheel with tire on it. Naturally, ain't got no tread. Right here, got some slight hail damage. Other than that, it's mint. Old Mickey Thompson. It's old school there. Well, I didn't find any junk that I really needed, but CJ found some stuff that he's really didn't need, but he found it, so we're on to the next adventure. Riding the truck? Wanna go for a truck ride in the truck?